We all know what Pinterest is and how to create these aesthetically Pinterest boards that help to inspire us in all areas of our lives. But how do we take those very Pinterest boards and turn it into our reality? Well, that is what today's video is going to be about. And if you want to find out more, then stay tuned.
If you know exactly what I wanna do, then I'ma get a business too.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that.
What's poppin', guys? My name is Twana, aka wherever you want it to be in the day, and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing something that I've been doing for the last couple months since the beginning of 2024, which is my journey in turning my reality into my Pinterest boards. I'm bringing my Pinterest boards to life, guys, and I'm sharing this journey with you guys. I was scared to share it a bit before because I felt like I hadn't really got anywhere, but this is probably the best times to share it with you so you guys can actually see my process. I'm excited to share this with you guys. We're going to cover the key steps that you kind of need to take in order to start implementing this into your very own lives, and join me on this very journey in turning our Pinterest boards to lives. You know what I'm saying? Pinterest is aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. I feel like it's a little bit better than Instagram. So what does reinventing yourself actually mean? It's about taking the brave steps into transforming yourself from your old/current self to the person you desire to be. It's about shedding those old habits, those old beliefs, those old limitations, and transforming into the new person you desire to be. Reinventing yourself is so important because life is all about change and growth. So you allowing yourself to accept that change and to grow as an individual will help you to break free from stagnation and pursue your dreams and live the life that you desire, which is basically our Pinterest boards. Like, think about it. So quick PA, if you guys see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at my iPad just to make sure I cover all my bullet points for this video. So I'm sorry if I'm looking a bit like side-eyed. Yeah, I just don't want to miss out anything on this video. So yeah, throat is giving dry. Let's talk about strategy and action plans and how we're actually going to start bringing our Pinterest boards to life. And with step one, you guys have probably heard this before, but it's so important: planning. I know you guys have probably heard so much about vision boards, manifestation, and all that good stuff. This is going to be very, very similar, but it's a little bit different at the same time. So you need to basically write down your future self, whether that's in your journal, Notion, digital planner, wherever you feel fit to put that. You are going to need to write down who that future person is, what they look like, what they do day to day, who they speak to, what do people feel when they walk into the room. You literally need to write that down to the T. I took about a week to write out mine and really think about who it is that I want to be, and I literally wrote it down in so much detail. I do have a free template for you guys to use via Notions, which has all the questions ready there prepped for you, and you can even add images from your Pinterest boards, of course, which can help to visually motivate you as well into all the stuff that your future self is currently and who you're aspiring to be. I feel like this is so important because it helps, one, to provide that visual representation of yourself, but also it gets it out of your head and down on paper. It's so important to write things down and get out of your head. And when you write it down in first person, like that is the person you are today. Even though you're not, and it's gonna be a journey, you need to embrace that transformation from the jump. So even when you're answering these questions, answer these questions in first person. I'll give you an example of one of mine. So one of mine is that I want to be a morning person. I want to be someone that gets up early, bright and early in the morning, and goes early to bed. But I've been like really specific in this. Like, I didn't just say I want to wake up early. I said I wake up at 6 a.m. every single day. You want to be very, very specific. Even there's a question in there about your routine. What do you do day to day? So you would literally write down what it is your future self does day to day in first person. And it's so important because it helps you remind you of where it is you're trying to go and inspire you, like your Pinterest boards are already doing, to bring that vision to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta see, like, if you guys are not on Notions and you're not really keen on using Notions is a free platform, by the way. But if you're not interested in using Notions and you still want to do this in like your very own personal journal or diary or digital planner that you have, if on my TikTok I have created a short form content which has the questions that you can save and write them down when you decide to go through this process. So I'll put the link to that video in the description as well, so you guys can just click it, go straight over there, save the video, and then just answer the questions as you go when you are ready to start planning your future self. The next step is going to be action. You want to start implementing these actionable behaviors straight away, and how you're going to do this is based on what you've written down in the planning stage. So we're going to go back to the example example of me waking up for 6 a.m. in the morning every single day. I could try to wake up at 6 a.m. straight away, but let's be realistic, it's not gonna happen, especially when you've never done this before. A lot of these things you probably might have never done before, or maybe you've done before and stopped and you haven't done it in a long time. But for you to just get straight back into it, it's gonna be hard, let's be honest. And it's been hard for me. From January, I said I wanted to wake up from 6 a.m. in the morning, and it's been a battle. I tried to do the 6 a.m. jump straight away, it just wasn't working. I kept snoozing it, switched off my alarm. At one point I threw my phone because I just said, no, this is not happening. So you gotta start implementing stuff in small steps in order to make sure you get to your desired goal. So how I started doing this is I would typically wake up around 9 a.m. If I'm working, it would be around 8. And what I started doing is moving that half an hour each time. So for example, if I'm going to work, I need to get up for 8. I would then move it half an hour and start getting up for 7:30, and then I would move it again 7 o'clock, and then I would move it again 6:30 until I get to 6 a.m. And it's just those small increments that allow me to slowly get to the person I am trying to be, and that's exactly what you want to do as well. Let's use another example. Say you want to work on your skin. The person you see has beautiful glowy skin, hydrated skin. How are you going to get that skin? Well, first you're going to need to do some research on how to get that skin. What is your skin currently suffering with that needs to be tackled, which needs to be dealt with? And then you can start to build on a skin routine that you're going to implement every single day, morning and night, in order to get the skin you desire. Some things are going to cost money, and if you've got the money to buy these things all at once, that's great. Do that and start implementing it straight away. But if you don't and you're a bit on a tighter budget, like me for example, then you can start buying your stuff in increments. And with your skincare, this could be something like laying out all the products that you need after doing your research, pricing them out to see what they cost on average, and maybe buying the products you only need straight away. So for example, when I started building my skin routine, I started off by just buying the cleansers first, then I bought like the toners and the serums, and then I got like exfoliants and the SPF and all the other extra stuff that comes with it. And I slowly built that up over a couple of months. It took me about 3 months to get all my products together because my money goes into multiple different areas of my life, and that's just simply what I could afford. And that's how you should look at it the same. Look at your budget, how much can you spare for the month to invest into your skincare, and go from there. It's so important to plan this out. You can really focus on and really go into all the areas that you want to work on and how you're going to implement it. Another thing for me personally is I want to start taking myself on cute little dates, solo dates, and enjoying my company and spending my time out in public and making sure that I treat myself basically. And how I've done that is in 2 ways. I have a 12-month gift rule where I treat myself to something that I've always wanted every single month, big and small, and I also take myself on small little dates. You know, that sounds like a lot of money already, but it's really not, because I strategically plan myself out every single month when I do my monthly resets, which is a video that I will be bringing out very soon to you guys. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more of that. So basically what I do every single month, I will plan when I want to take myself out to a cafe or a coffee shop, or take myself somewhere just to enjoy my company. And if I am on a bit of a tighter budget, I might just go to a coffee shop, get one of my favorite coffees, mainly matcha, and enjoy my time there, and maybe record, edit some content, or plan something as well. I also run a business, as you guys know, so I could be working on that. And I just treat myself out, take myself out of my home, take myself out of my comfort zone, and go out into the world. Another way is buy myself small gifts every single month. So for example, something that might not have been on my requirements list, like I needed to buy, and it's just something that I wanted to buy, I might treat myself to. So for example, it could be something as small as lip gloss. And one of the things that I recently bought for myself that I've been dying to buy is Made by Mitchell's blushes and curve cases. I've been seeing it trending all over TikTok. If you guys haven't, then are you guys really into makeup? But Made by Mitchell has been trending for a while now, and I've had his blushes in my wish list on TikTok for some time, and they were £5. So literally I spent £10. I got 2 blushes that I've been dying to get, and that was my monthly treat. Wow, £10 to honor. Yeah, it's not a lot of money, but it's something that I really wanted. And that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. It doesn't have to be major things. That's just what I personally wanted to treat myself to, and I did, because I didn't need a new blush. I already had blush that I've been using in my makeup. It was a treat to myself. Do you know what I mean? So that's how you kind of want to look at it. Like, plan, like we discussed previously, and how are you gonna take those small steps into implementing it in what's in your planning stage. The next action you want to take is have some sort of journaling / action habit tracker, I should say, which is gonna track your progress. I feel like as humans, when we're working towards something, we can quickly forget how far we've come. However, journaling and tracking those habits will show you how far you've come. I have a habit tracker now, which is tracking a few of my habits, and I track my stuff in very different ways depending on what it is. But for example, like I mentioned before, one of my goals is to wake up early. Another one of my goals is to read 12 books this year. And how I've done that is I've made this tracker, and I literally track every single day I am doing these habits, or when I do these habits. And over time, I've just seen my progress bar grow and grow and grow and grow. So for example, I need to journal every day. And do I journal every day? No. There's days I don't feel like it. There's days that I'm tired. There's days where so much stuff has happened I've just forgotten. And that's right. It's only right. You're human. Like you don't have to be perfect. And like I said, it's a progress. I've only been doing this for 5 months and I'm still not 100%. I literally missed journaling earlier this week, but that's just because of how physically knackered I was. I had a very, very intense day and I was just absolutely knackered. I just didn't have the time to journal. But yeah, that's just how it goes in life. But the main thing in that is when you do miss a day, it's picking it up straight away. So for example, I missed journaling on Tuesday. I've journaled every single day since then, and I'm recording this on Friday. So it's alright to miss some of your days. It's okay. But as long as you pick yourself back up from there, then you're good to go. So I feel like maybe build something on Notion. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys haven't noticed already, I am a Notions fanatic. Maybe build something in your journal, maybe build something in your diary, something that you can just track and just write down. I use both. So I journal every night and I also track my habits every night. And my journaling is kind of like more of a reflection for me, like how my day went, what did I get done today, how did I feel, such as more of like in tune mentally. With my trackers, like a number thing, it's just tracking like, cool, you got it done today, and it's just watching that progress grow. I really like the tracker because it's kind of like a game a little bit, because who doesn't like to see someone reaching their goals, does that make sense, and slowly seeing that bar go up. So yeah, I'll put some screenshots of my current thoughts because this is honestly where I'm at and some of the stuff I'm tracking. But I do track other things in other ways, but at the same time you won't be able to track everything, which is why I feel like the journal is a good replacement for that. So one way that I like to use my journal particularly is when I want to speak about things that I can't really track, like for example my diet. Like one thing I really want to improve is my gut health, and really tackling my gut and really getting myself healthy from the inside out. And I journal about it a lot. Like I'll write in my journal like what I ate, how I ate, didn't feel good today, or had takeaway. I'm not proud of myself that I had this, but at the same time, like you don't need to eat clean every single day. Like you can have a takeaway on a Cheeky Friday, like it's okay. But like that's kind of what the journaling part is for. It's like documenting that journey as well and seeing how you've changed mentally, and having that journal is gonna show as well like another tracker for you to refer back to. Like imagine yourself today starting all of these habits, journaling all these things, and imagine what you're going to be journaling in 6 months. Journaling about, oh, you've managed to get your skin routine to the perfect way that you want it. You've built the perfect makeup routine for yourself. You mastered a new skill set that you wanted to try. You stepped out your comfort zone and made new friends. That's one of my goals as well, because I'm such a shy person, even though I don't seem like it on the camera, but I am. Yeah, so it's literally just tracking that, and it's always good to go back to see what you was writing on this day 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years, 3 years from now, and when you're actually living your life live. Like I picture these things all the time. Like even now, like my skin routine, my night routine, my morning routine is to the perfect to the T. It's perfect for me. January, I was struggling to find a routine. I was getting so frustrated. I was getting so angry about it. And I was like, oh, I need to get this done, I need to get this done, I need to get this done. Now, this is my life. I have a morning skin routine. I have a night skin routine. I've got a routine for me to prep to bed. And when I get up in the morning, I journal every single night. I read every single night. And this is literally my life. And I wrote this down. And it's literally happening right now, this instant. So this is what this journey is about. And I'm glad that you guys are here to join me on this journey. And I hope you guys stay tuned. I will be bringing out more tips for that. Which reminds me, I have one more little golden nugget for you guys before I end this video, and it's like a bonus tip. So the last tip or advice I'm going to give you on your journey in bringing your Pinterest boards to life is give yourself grace. And you're probably thinking, what is you talking about? Like, how do I give myself grace? Allow yourself to be on a journey. Like I said earlier, you're not going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, you're going to go up in numbers. You're going to go from 5, 10 to 15. And that's okay. It's like me. Like, I went from this and now I'm about here still. Like, look how much I've grown. I've still grown. And you need to allow yourself to grow in your journey. Give yourself grace. You're not going to do your habits every single day. I used to get so pissed off when I didn't journal or I didn't read my book in the night. And I'd beat myself up so hard. But it doesn't change the fact that you didn't didn't do it. But what are you going to do about it, that the fact that you missed it that day? You're going to do it the next day. You want to give yourself grace. Like I said, you're not going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. And if you do, like, send me your ebook, teach me, because I can't do that. Even me. And I've been doing this for 5 months now. So yeah, allow yourself grace, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to make mistakes, because you will. Allow yourself to trust that you're on a journey and you're going to get there. It's like with anything in life. When you start something new that you've never done before, you're not going to be great at it. And if you are, hey, you're very talented. That's what I can say. Just being nice to yourself, be friendly, like talk to yourself like you would your friend. Like imagine your friend has just started a new journey, whether that's content creation, designing, editing, sewing, cooking, and when they first started, they're not going to be the best. They're going to come to you, tell you that, oh, it's not going planned, it's this and that, but it's day 2. Well, like, what would you tell your friend? And whatever you would tell your friend is how you need to speak to yourself. Definitely be nice to yourself. Definitely allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to not see results straight away with anything, whether that's skincare, beauty, health, art, fashion, it doesn't matter. Expect yourself not to see things straight away and allow yourself to just build. It's a compound effect. You're going to slowly compound on top of what you're existing building, and it's going to add up. Numbers always add up. Even if you're doing 1 1 1 1 every day, over a year, that's 365 days. That's 365 days that you've done something. But imagine you doing it for 7 days, you gave up because you didn't see no result, and then you're never gonna know where you could have ended up if you stuck with it consistently. So that's my little extra bonus tip. Be nice to yourself. I'm still learning this because I'm a very hard critic myself. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this useful. And if you guys are interested in more things like this and more self-development and lifestyle, definitely subscribe to my channel. I will definitely see you guys in my next one. Bye.